Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever heard higher the risk, higher the reward? Now, we all know what reward is and we all want to be rewarded, right? But do we actually understand what risk is? Let me give you an example. Say your mom kept something in the pressure cooker and asked you to turn off the stove after 3 whistles. Can you think of the risks associated with this job? Say you lost your count and turned off the stove after 5 whistles. Your food will be overcooked. Or you turned it off just after 1 whistle. In this case, the food will remain undercooked. Now, let's think about the worst case scenario. What if your mother forgets to keep the food in the pressure cooker? That will be a disaster, right? Now, you must be wondering, what is the relevance of this example? Well, the process of investing is quite similar to this example. Just like the mother, an investor has an expected outcome, but the actual outcome can be quite different. Say for example, you expect a 10% return from your investment. Now, your actual return can be 20%, 0%, minus 20%, or your investment might fail completely and you lose all your money. Based on these expectations and fluctuations, you can find a lot of assets with different risks and rewards. The asset with the highest risk and reward is equities. You can make 10 or 100 times your investment money, or your company might go bankrupt and you will lose all of it. On the other hand, fixed deposits have no fluctuations. That is, they are risk free. On day one, you know your investment amount and the interest rate. That is, you will know the exact amount of returns that you will be making by maturity. However, the returns you make from a fixed deposit are very low. As far as risk and returns are concerned, assets like gold, real estate, corporate bonds, etc. stand in between fixed deposits and equities. Now, you must be thinking how much to invest in each of these asset classes so as to get decent returns without taking risk beyond your comfort level. Firstly, your portfolio returns are not in your hand because there are way too many factors affecting them. However, you can definitely manage your portfolio risk. A good investor is not the one who gets the highest returns, but is the one who manages the risk in the most efficient manner. Now, you already know what risk is, so you must be thinking how to manage it. The answer is diversification. In my next video, I'll be talking about how to diversify within and across asset classes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for my upcoming videos. Stay tuned. Thank you.